with the Finance Minister Arvind Kejriwal in the defamation case. The Chief Minister has hired one of the best and one of the most reputed expensive lawyers, Jethmalani, to defend him in court. But instead of paying him on his own, the Chief Minister has decided to use public funds to foot his massive legal fee. The Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, in fact, sent all of those legal bills that amounts to a whopping 3.42 crore rupees to be paid by the public exchequer. BJP has launched a sharp attack on the Aam Aadmi Party for using public money for the party's personal use, while the Aam Aadmi Party has called it nothing but a conspiracy to cover up the alleged EVM scam.
Every case will be defended by lawyers and all the expenditure will be borne by these Delhi people. So you will go on defaming and people will be paying for your sins. This is never done. This is never done. This is what Aam Aadmi stands for. This is the real character of this party. They said one thing, they promised one thing and are doing exactly opposite.
Aam Aadmi Party, meanwhile, is calling the entire controversy an attempt by the BJP to cover up the fudging of EVMs in the recently concluded assembly polls. According to the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP is deliberately raking up the controversy to discredit the Chief Minister ahead of the all-important MCD polls. Aam Aadmi Party has also claimed that the Chief Minister was sued by the Finance Minister as the Chief Minister of Delhi and not the convener of the party. Sources have also claimed that it is only Kejriwal's legal bills which are being thrust upon the public exchequer, while the other co-accused is paying the lawyers in their own personal capacity.
अब सरकार के द्वारा कराई जा रही जांच की वकील की फीस अरविंद केजरीवाल व्यक्तिगत रूप से देंगे। वो पर्सनल केस थोड़ी था, उनकी जमीन का मसला थोड़ी था कि उनकी जमीन जा रही थी, वो अपनी जमीन बचाने के लिए लड़ रहे थे। 1.5 साल से ये मुकदमा चल रहा है। जेठमलानी जी 1.5 साल से ये मुकदमा लड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन 1.5 साल से ये बात नहीं हुई। आज ये बात हो रही है। क्यों? क्योंकि कल ये लोग बड़ी बुरी तरह से फंस गए हैं। ईवीएम का घोटाला सामने आने के बाद इनके पास कोई जवाब नहीं बच रहा। सारा का सारा मुद्दा इन्होंने पलटने के लिए कोशिश की है।
And that's the big question that we are asking here on the channel. Should Delhi pay for Kejriwal's barbs at the Finance Minister? The Aam Aadmi Party wanting the taxpayer to pay Jethmalani that amount of 3.4 crore rupees. You can call us on the number that you're seeing on your screens right now. Share your views with us. 01204807310 is the number that you can call and speak on this matter as well. Let's go straight across now to Anusha Soni for more on this. So Anusha, while the blame game continues, you got a chance to speak to Kejriwal's lawyer, Jethmalani. He in fact has come out and strongly defended his client, saying that it is not in his personal capacity, but he actually represents the state government and therefore the money can be paid from the government's treasury.
That's true, Vandika, and in fact, as we've been pointing out, this is the entire argument on which this entire political controversy would seem to settle, at least legally speaking. So legally speaking, the argument is that whatever he said was, in capacity as a politician, as a chief minister. But we've also heard, senior lawyers like KTS Tulsi debating on the fact that what he said was in his official capacity. I must also point out that there is no clear law in this country as to what are the points on which you can and which you cannot. There is no penal provision for it. Okay. Kejriwal reportedly has submitted the bills for it. So there is no allegation of any sort of corruption here. The question is of propriety. Should a chief minister use public funds if this is a matter which is purely in his personal capacity? His lawyer says this was him as a politician, as a chief minister. That's what the line that the Aam Aadmi Party is currently towing, especially ahead of this crucial MCD poll in the national capital.
And while that debate continues, Ankit Tyagi is also with us. Ankit, the Aam Aadmi Party once again saying that they're being unfairly targeted. It's a political conspiracy against them. And this when the Lieutenant Governor is yet to sign those bills.
Well, that's right. In fact, the Aam Aadmi Party has been repeating the fact that Mr. Jethmalani, the contract or the conditions that he had sent while he was representing Arvind Kejriwal was that if the government is not able to pay, then he is going to fight the case for free. They are saying that the Lieutenant Governor is yet to approve it. So apart from that, as of now, no money has been paid. The government says that, and you heard Manish Sisodia towing that line itself, that the case was because of an ongoing investigation of the Delhi government, for which the CBI had raided the Chief Minister's office and the Secretariat, to which the Chief Minister responded. So they said that he responded as the head of the state, as the Chief Minister whose office was in fact raided, and the summons that have been sent to him as Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. So the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to distinguish the whole matter between two things. Number one is the legality of it, on which they say that they are not wrong. And number two, they are trying to call it BJP's desperate attempt to divert the attention because of the MCD elections. But Avantika, it is important at this point of time, and the Aam Aadmi Party, the kind of high propriety that they have been advocating in public life, this is going to be one of the issues before the MCD elections.
Certainly, and we're going to be asking that question to our viewers as well. Who really should foot that bill? Should it be the people of Delhi while the Chief Minister fights this high-powered legal tussle with the Finance Minister? Our first caller is from Bengaluru, Usha Rao, who joins us on the broadcast. Usha, good afternoon, and thanks so much for speaking to us. Please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. After his party got a severe beating both in Punjab and Goa, Mr. Kejriwal seems to be a highly frustrated man, blaming the EVMs for their defeat. In the last couple of years, that is after BJP came to power at the center, the Aam Aadmi Party has been committing one blunder after another. All that Mr. Kejriwal has been doing these days is to target BJP in general and Mr. Modi in particular, and now he is demanding that the citizens, who are the taxpayers, should pay the bills for his legal battle with Mr. Jethmalani, which is highly personal in nature. Why should the taxpayers' hard-earned money be spent for his egoistic fight with Mr. Jethmalani? The Aam Aadmi Party at this rate will lose whatever little goodwill it has of the Delhi citizens and Indian people as a whole, When they came to the political arena, they showed great promise, but somewhere along the way they lost their way completely. The party that started with a bang is in danger of ending with a whimper.
All right. Usha, thanks so much for speaking to us. It's a civil and a criminal defamation case that the Chief Minister fights that was filed against him by the Finance Minister and not against the Delhi government. So that's the big question. Can the Chief Minister use public funds to foot the legal fees? Kirit from Delhi is joining us for more on this. Please go ahead and share your views.
Yes, good afternoon. I just want to say that this 3.4 crore legal bill is not possible for an honest man to pay. An honest man can earn around 1.5 to 2 crores in his whole life, and this shows that he's an honest man. The second thing that I want to say is why are these political parties pulling common man into this whole debate? Because 99% of the common man does not even pay the taxes. Only the government employees and the government servants pay the taxes. We have seen after demonetization, after so many raids, people are evading taxes. So you say that the Chief Minister is innocent and he's been unnecessarily dragged into this controversy? That's what you're saying, Kiran? Yes, okay. It seems like that. Yes, it seems like that. Plus, 99% of the people don't even pay taxes. So why should they be concerned? Okay, let me go to my next caller. Kira, thanks so much for calling us. Subhash is also calling us from the national capital. Subhash, good afternoon. Please go ahead and share your views.
This is public money, whether it comes from the center or from any taxpayer's money.
Yes.
And the Chief Minister has no right to fight his own battle with the public money. If he wants to fight them, he should fight with his own money. He should not make Delhi bankrupt. He's a habitual fighter.
All right, Subhash, thank you so much for speaking to us. Our next caller is from Lucknow, Virendra Tiwari, who's joining us now on the phone line. Virendra, thanks so much for speaking to us. Please go ahead. What do you have to say about this issue?
Hello, I'm Vijendra Tiwari. I'm just calling you from Lucknow.
Yes.
Actually, I just want to tell one thing to Arvind Kejriwal. He is now exposed with everyone. What is he doing now? It is completely unfair. This is not your money. This is not your money. If you are into any case, that come on, go ahead and spend your money. Why you are just using the public money there? So I just want to tell one thing to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. He was in the power in terms of, he was just swearing to public that I'll do this, do that. And he is just beside everything now. That he is not focusing on that. I just want to tell one thing.
Okay.
And he must concentrate the work. Actually, he was chosen by the Delhi public only for the work. He is busy in controversy by 24/7. By 24/7, he is busy in just saying this, that to our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. So he has to stop all this, because we all know what is happening in the country, and you cannot tell someone, and you are just forcing someone to understand.
All right.
This is the, yeah.
All right, Mr. Tiwari, thank you so much for joining us. Anusha, you know, it is about perception, isn't it? And these seem to be tough times for the Aam Aadmi Party. Just very recently, they had been accused of spending public money. They were even asked to pay a bill amounting to 97 crore rupees for those advertisements. And now comes Ram Jethmalani's hefty legal fee that has been, that has been issued by his own office to the Delhi Chief Minister's office.
That's true, Avantika. I mean, you may try and go ahead and clarify a position legally. But speaking from the point of view of public perception, this is the same party which has been talking about giving away perks. This is the same party which has been talking about giving up the Lal Batti, and also the entire criticism that came with the VIP culture. Now, here is a chief minister who has hired the top legal baronetcy, and he has complete right to hire a lawyer. But at the same time, how proper is it for him to, foot this bill on the public and use the public exchequer's money? That's the big question. Legally, he may go ahead, even win this case. But speaking of public perception, it's divided, as we can see.
Absolutely. Who pays for the lawyer's services? That's the big question. Should the people of Delhi be footing the bill? Our next caller is Ram. He's calling us from Bengaluru. Ram, good afternoon. Thanks so much for speaking to us. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, when he came to politics, he was from IIT, and all people in India got lot of expectation and hope from him. But he did not retain that. He exposed himself as not having even common sense.
Okay.
This is. I was very, very sad to see this development. It's such a. He is not.
So what's the point you're making, sir?
He has lost hope. He has cheated the public.
All right.
He has come up with a good image in the beginning. Now he is proving to be worse than other politicians.
All right. All right, Mr. Ram, thank you so much. We got your point. Our next caller is from Mumbai, Sushant, who's also joining us now on the broadcast. Sushant, good afternoon. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Actually, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal has, brought down the entire political discourse in the country to a very low level. And he has adopted two policies. One is shoot and scoot, and highway or my way. So he is literally looting the people and taking the people's money and paying the lawyer's fee. First of all, it is purely personal matter. And just now, Soli Sarabji has stated that it is a personal matter and he has to pay all the money. So there is no question of paying money from taxpayers.
All right. Thank you so much, Sushant. Our next caller is calling us from Jammu, Anshu, who's on the phone line. Thank you so much for speaking to India Today. Please go ahead and share what do you have to say about this entire matter.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
I just want to speak that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal showed a new kind of hope in the minds of the people, a new light in the political arena of the country. But unfortunately, he has turned out to be the biggest disappointment. Means the way he speaks, the way he conducts his business, it seems he takes everything as personal, and his personal jealousies and personal agendas are on the stake.
Right.
Now on all these things, he has come up with all these tax-related things. All these his personal court cases are being dealt through the public money, which is simply uncalled for.
All right. Thank you so much, Anshu, for speaking to us, and thank you to all of our callers for taking the time out and sharing their views on the broadcast. Ankit and We will, of course, keep going back to our correspondents in just a bit. Thanks to Ankit and Anusha as well.